I didn't know what it was going to be, and I'm so happy with how it came out.
Maybe we flip it over.
Oh, yeah, this is 66 by 86. Okay, so that's in. We actually made this from scratch. I mean, I essentially ordered the stretcher, these wood bars that is the structure of the painting, and put it down, and kind of like it was almost like a reality show. I said, just have at it.
At the very beginning of the term, when Mr. Abreu was talking to us on Zoom and was saying, we're gonna do this museum quality piece, it's gonna have all these different elements, and you're all gonna work on the different elements, and I could not wrap my mind around that.
It's a piece called Amerika. Well, in the last chapter of the book Amerika, there's a scene where the main character sort of found his group of people, a group of travelers. He saw these angels blowing on golden horns. Which is where this sort of inspiration came from.
The work isn't necessarily illustrations of the books. It's more a collaboration with these books. Should be good. Gesso. Supply as evenly as possible.
It is this collection of events that has happened over the past year, because it has been a very eventful year.
We took current events and as well as events from our lives in the past year, both as people in America and people in the world, and showed that there's ups, there's downs, and as much as you can try to look at America as this magical place, there's a lot of realness involved, and it's kind of a juxtaposition of those things.
I always wanted these seniors to finish their career at Deerfield with a collaborative project. And I knew that bringing in Angela Brew from Studio K.O.S. would be just what we needed to lead this project.
When I was told that I would be teaching this topics tutorial class, essentially the cream of the crop of the department, I decided to meld my professional practice with my teaching practice as well. I've been a practicing artist for over 30 years through this collaboration in the South Bronx with Tim Rollins and the Kids of Survival, K.O.S. We made probably about 15 to 20 of these paintings. There's one in the Philadelphia Museum of Art, there's one in the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, there's one in the Tate in London. Emerson's mantra that books are to be used, not just read. You know, but we have these, and these have these amazing illustrations.
We used these book pages as the backdrop for our canvas, and on that we painted a bunch of gold horns in the shape of a lot of different things that have been important in the past year.
So I designed the coronavirus cell. That was sort of the first thing I thought of when we were starting to doodle out ideas. I just thought, how could I leave this out? This pandemic has like drastically changed my life in so many different ways.
Really, really like what you did here. I think that this geometric thing, Benny, should probably go in as well.
I really like working collaboratively, because when I work by myself, I tend to get stuck very quickly. When there are people to ask questions and to bounce ideas off of, it's so much easier and things become a lot more cohesive.
I remember so vividly with Ruby's carbon molecule, for example. That was when we knew we wanted to include it, and we knew kind of the general area. But a lot of us, for 20 minutes probably, were turning the transparency, trying to figure out what exact angle would work. And I think that that's something that I just keep thinking back to, because it was the perfect example of all of us working together.
This art piece would not have existed without the sort of trust we put in one another.
We've been working together for 3 or 4 years, so we know each other well, we know each other's styles well. So I think that really helped with this painting in general.
There and there.
Yeah, the grid was supposed to go there, but now I put like the Arabic over.
Yeah, now with the capital too.
Yeah.
I think we all feel this deep connection to it, and I think part of that is because we came up with so many of these images that are so important to us.
This year was particularly important to do something that connected their work to the world.
I haven't previously been able to really put political or emotional charge behind my artwork as much as this piece does, and I think that every day I look at the piece and I feel more provoked by it.
These paintings are allegories for the struggle that young people face, feeling like they don't have a voice and feeling like they're not heard.
We were getting towards almost a dream of creating this immense painting together that had a little piece of each one of us.
It was very sentimental. Like, I got very emotional when we went downstairs to look at it on the brick wall. I kind of teared up, and Mr. Bray was talking about this piece, and I just remembered all the experience that I've had, all the memories that I've had in the art studios over the past 4 years.